Looking in the mirror when you're on your own is one of the most vulnerable things that we can do in life. You sort of look into your own eyes and you're confronted with yourself, and it's almost impossible not to consider yourself or to make a judgment about yourself or to look at yourself and be convinced of how loved you are. So many times the assault on my identity would be heightened as I walked into the bathroom and found myself looking at myself, and the thoughts that I had considered or allowed to linger, which were lies, they came alive there as I looked into my own eyes. And that's a devastating reality when we agree with anything other than what God's truth is and what He says about us. I'm still working it out. I've put sticky notes up around my bathroom mirror with declarative statements about how God sees me. And I think I use language with myself, probably two words which I use in terms of this idea of identity and taking hold of it, which is being ruthless and being defiant. It's ruthless in our dismissal of anything that isn't true about ourselves, that's in line with what God would say about us, and defiant in hearing that small, still voice which whispers, "I love you," and doing whatever I can to tune into that voice, reading scripture, obviously, spending time alone with God, writing poetry, making it an absolute priority to have good friends around me who are going to remind me of those things. One of my favorite quotes is Dietrich Bonhoeffer says, "Sometimes Christ's voice is louder in a brother than it is in yourself." And I think it's so profoundly true that we really need our good friends to stand next to us and remind us constantly who we are, what God says about us, to be defiant for us, with us. And in the same way, we have a responsibility to stand next to our friends and be defiant and ruthless with them on their behalf.